So Spirit Halloween has just revealed another new animatronic for 2025, and overall this one might be one of the best ones that they've released so far. So anyways, today we're talking all about this new animatronic. So of course, with that said, let's of course get right into checking it out. What's up, Honors? I'm Alex, as always, and welcome back to the channel. Another bit of an unexpected video right here. Of course, it was 2 nights ago. I uploaded another video that I threw together right after I heard that Spirit released some new animatronics, and today it's what I'm doing again. Spirit just released another animatronic, so I'm putting this video together and hopefully getting it out tonight. And anyways, this one that they have just given us, this might be my favorite that they've released so far. I don't really know. I really love just a bunch of things about this thing. Of course, the audio and some other stuff we'll get into in a bit isn't the greatest, but for what this is, it has such good jump scare and look and everything that really makes up for the couple of things that aren't as good about it. So overall, a really solid animatronic, and I'm really excited to talk about it today. And yeah, another one that's kind of unexpected. Like Spirit the other day, they released those 2 later at night, which was kind of weird, and they're doing this again. It's kind of weird because originally I thought they were going to be doing it in waves like they did wave 1, wave 2, and I thought they were going to do that again, but now it just seems like they're randomly dropping props. I don't know what's up with Spirit. I don't think they really have a plan or anything. They're just releasing these animatronics when they can. But anyways, this one's awesome right here. And yeah, with that said, let's of course get right into checking this out. So now of course with the demo, so you can see what exactly this does and what it sounds like. Then of course we'll talk about everything about this.
Nobody gave me any candy, and now I'm really angry. Oh, better now.
Alright, so right there's of course the demo for this animatronic, and I've got to say this thing, yeah, just looks so awesome. Like I said, this is probably my favorite one that Spirit has released so far. It looks so awesome. Overall, let's of course, yeah, first talk about the animation on this thing, which is really cool and really unique. So pretty much this animatronic, it starts off in this sort of crouched down position kind of. At first, it just looks like a little trick-or-treat. Of course, it has that skull mask on there, which overall is not too detailed, but it does have that look of just a cheap Halloween mask, so it does sort of fit the vibe right here. And of course, she starts off at around 4 foot something, I believe, so you can see it does jump up pretty high. And yeah, once this thing is activated, of course, she starts talking everything, and then once she actually jumps up, it's really crazy because of course, the mask flips up as she jumps up, which is really creepy to reveal that face underneath. Then, of course, yeah, her whole body there jumps up from around 4 feet to around 5.5 feet, so a pretty big jump. And, of course, she also reveals the knife that comes out right there. It looks like it's supposed to maybe come out of the big. I don't know, she's kind of holding it behind the big. I don't know if it's supposed to be coming out of the big or not, but yeah, she has a knife right there in the one hand, so definitely adding some creepiness to this. And then, of course, as it resets, the mask goes back down, and yeah, overall, an awesome animation, and it's a really cool one. I have heard some people say that it is a reskin of Dig or Mike type of thing. I'm not 100% sure if it is exactly a reskin of Dig or Mike and those type of animatronics, or if it's not. It pretty much is just like any of these other animatronics. It has the one mechanism inside to make it pop up, so not sure if it's exactly reskin, but it is kind of that same idea where it jumps up. But yeah, either ways, this thing right here, it looks so awesome. So yeah, it's cool to just talk about the just look of this thing now. We talked about animation. Of course, when it's in this crouched down position, it looks pretty good. You know, it just looks like your typical trick-or-treater. You know, it's like really unexpected what this is going to do. I think having that mask over definitely adds to sort of that creepiness because you don't really know like what exactly is going to happen. Yeah, the look of it's awesome. Now, like I said, the mask right there, it does look a bit cheaper. It would have been nice to see them do like a creepier skull mask or something else, but for what it is, it just looks like a cheap Halloween costume, which does kind of fit the vibe, I guess. Then yeah, the clothing, they went with this nice blue dress right here, which looks awesome. I love at the bottom there, they actually added all the blood details on there. Love to see some gore, which they don't add too often to animatronics anymore, especially at Spirit. So I love to see that because she's supposed to be like this killer type prop. So I think that is really awesome that they added those details down there. Yeah, of course, the big in her one hand because she's supposed to be a trick-or-treater. So she kind of walks around with that. I wonder if you can actually put stuff inside the bag. I assume you probably could. Maybe could customize with some cool stuff in there. Looks like her hands just has the gloves on everything. But overall, really awesome look. And then, of course, flashing forward to when she jumps up, it looks really awesome. She gets really big right here. You can see more of those details on the dress and everything. You can see her other hand right there with the knife, which looks awesome. Then you can see that creepy face just right there hidden underneath, which looks awesome. I like the design they went with. They sort of made her a bit evil and everything. Around her mouth right there, it might supposed to be blood. I'm not too sure, but overall a really creepy face. And there is also a big blue light that they do have on there. I'm not 100% sure if it is the mask that lights up the face or if that's just the eyes. But anyways, whatever it is, yeah, an awesome look for the animatronic. They did a good job on this. And the other thing on this is pretty much just the voice lines on it, which is the one thing that I would say is not the greatest thing about it. Of course, listen to it, you know, it sounds, I don't know, it's a little bit more cheesier, the audio. I think they could have definitely done it a bit creepier and everything, but for what it is, it's not the worst audio ever. Like the voice actor and everything, it does fit what this prop is supposed to be very well, and the lines aren't too bad. I think they're decent. So yeah, overall, alright voice lines. Not the worst we've ever seen, but also not the greatest. So yeah, tons of awesome stuff for this. And then of course, also pricing on this, it is $200 USD, which is honestly not too bad of a deal. Canadian, that's probably going to be around $250, which is still not the worst for what exactly this animatronic is. It's decent height, 5.5 feet when it's popped up. It has really cool animation and everything, so not too bad on the price right there. Of course, yeah, also named for this animatronic, Trixie, which does kind of fit it, you know, she's kind of like a trick-or-treater. She's pulling a trick on you a bit. It's overall awesome. And yeah, honestly, an animatronic that I'm really excited to see this year. And it might be one that maybe I'll be buying. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to see demos for all this stuff and see some of it in person to really decide. But this thing, I'm saying it right now, I think this is going to be close to the top of my list for stuff I want to get this year. And with all that said, everyone, that of course is it for today's video. Another late night type of one. So hopefully you did enjoy checking out the Trixie animatronic right here. Of course, tomorrow, or maybe the day this video is coming out, it should be tomorrow, but I will, of course, have my 100 Days of Halloween series starting. I have a video all ready to go tomorrow, and already have a video all ready to go on Thursday, pretty much. So, a couple awesome new uploads to kick off the series. And overall, it's going to be awesome. 100 days of just non-stop content. I'm going to have either a long-form video, a short, or a live stream out each day, and some days, maybe even all three. So overall, please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any of those uploads I'm going to make. But anyways, with that said, that's it for today. Tell me your thoughts down below on Trixie. And of course, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.